Why half work done is slowly destroying you. And today I'm going to share with you a very simple technique which you can apply not just in your professional aspect but in your personal aspect as well. For each and every task that is in progress or to-do list stage and it has still not reached the finish line. So basically, you have still not achieved the result and you are stuck in the execution part. So let's begin. Do something right now. List down all the activities that you recently or have been there hanging around which are in progress state. It could be personal, it could be professional, does not matter. Just list it down first. The course that you started on, the business idea that you are still working on but have not implemented even the phase 1, the content that maybe you have made but never posted, the email that you might have written but never hit the send button, the person whom you are supposed to call but you are just delaying it for a certain reason, God knows what. Like this, there are certain small or big things, even maybe setting up a meeting with your investor or some partner in terms of some kind of deal that you are supposed to make. Everything is in progress state, which you know you are supposed to do it. You know you need to give a timeline, but you have still not given that. So first, list everything down. Now, once you have done that, answer this to yourself and honestly answer this to yourself. What is the actual value of any of those tasks written down in that particular list? 0. Because it is not 100% done. It is not completed. It is nowhere to be implemented to give you any kind of result out there. Why? Because it's in progress. So either you can have a 0% or 100%, but you cannot have something in between and say that, oh, you know what? I have put so much of effort and this and that. Doesn't matter. Your effort, your time, your energy does not count until unless you get that thing as a result. So when I say result, it can be a success, it can be a failure, but you will only know whether it's a success or a failure only after you have completed doing it or after you have implemented it. But if you do not even implement it, where is the question of success or even failure? Because you have still not reached that finish line. 50%, 60% or even 99% of the work done is still valued at 0 because it's not done. It's the fact. It's the truth. So I call this 0% or 100% rule. Everything that you are supposed to do, whether it's a project, whether it's a commitment, whether it's any initiative, it's either 0% or 100%. It is either done or it does not exist yet because you have still not completed it. Yes, it might sound harsh, but it is meant to sound harsh because otherwise you will not get that, you know what, I have been working on 10 different things for the past 5 months. I'm working a lot, but ask yourself the question, what are the things that I have actually completed out of these things? The answer is 0. Then you are nowhere yet. Why? Because it could be anything. Number 1, you have been procrastinating. Number 2, you don't have a proper plan. Number 3, you don't have a set deadline to it. And most importantly, the final one, you don't even actually have a clarity as to what you exactly want or in which direction you are going. So let's take a real case example. Okay. So let's say there are 2 people having business idea. They're individual business ideas. And now the first person decides that he's going to launch his business in an amazing manner with proper branding, proper strategy and everything. He has a plan in place and everything is set. He is working on the website. Now it has been 5 months. He is still working on the website because he wants an amazing website to be launched. So this is the case of the first person. Now let's take the case of the second person. Same time, same, platform. He's working on his idea. And what he did was he went ahead and launched a website in just 24 hours using any of the tools out there. He took either WordPress or Wix or whatever it is. And he just launched a simple website within just 24 hours. And he wanted to see if it is working or not. No 100% perfect plan, no nothing. He just had a simple plan and he started implementing on it. Now, in these 5 months, the second person started getting leads started generating revenue, started understanding what is working well in the business, what is not working well in the business. He has been modifying things and he has been working on that. The first person, however, has still not launched anything yet. There are 0 leads, there is 0 revenue, and he's still stuck as to, I need to get my website perfect so that whenever people will see the website, they will come and, I will start the conversion and everything. Now, look at the scenario and tell me who exactly is achieving the result and has already started achieving the results, and who is actually winning big time. Is it someone who is waiting for that perfect thing to happen, or someone who just started it off even without thinking, okay, will people like this? Will this work? Etc. etc. Because he launched it, he understood what needs to be fixed, what needs to be repeated, and accordingly he modified along the way. So in this case, the person who is winning is not somebody who has a better idea or the best idea or the best team and everything. It is the person who decided to start right away. Okay, so that's why I say stop starting, start finishing. What do I mean by that? Because every time you just want to start again, but you actually never finish it. So stop starting again and again the same thing, which is not leading you anywhere, and start finishing that you have already started. So if you know the story, there was a man who was really thirsty and there was no water around, but he knew that if he start digging hole in the ground, somewhere he will find water. So what he started doing was he started digging holes everywhere. So he dug 5 feet here, then again 4 feet there, then 6 feet here, and like this he dug multiple holes in the ground and there was no water. And then somebody came by and said, why are you digging so many holes? You will not find water like this. You need to dig just one place. So what he did was he started digging only in one place and he went deep into it and reached the water level where water came out, and he quenched his thirst. He actually finished what he started. You don't need to start again and again and again the same thing which you not even have completed or not even have finished. So until and unless you have tested something out, you have completed or finished it, how would you know whether it's working or not? Let me give you another example. It's from the history. I'm sure you have heard about Michelangelo, right? So Michelangelo was actually a sculptor. He was not a painter, but he was commissioned to paint the Sistine Chapel. He protested because he's not a painter. He's a sculptor. He complained, he kept nagging, and he started again, stopped, started again, stopped, started again, stopped. Like this it went on. That time, Pope Julius, I guess second or third maybe, I'm not 100% sure, you can check it out, actually climbed up the scaffolding literally, and he pressured him to complete the task. And that's where things shifted. That time, Michelangelo made a commitment to himself, and there he actually fixed a deadline. 4 years painting while lying on his back. His body hurt. He went partially blind because the paints were falling in his eyes, but he finally completed it, and it's a masterpiece. And the rest is history. But how did he do it when at the beginning he was facing so much of problem? All because he committed and he gave himself a deadline. He didn't finish it when he felt comfortable, when he felt motivated, or when he felt ready. He finished it when he actually drew the line. Most of us don't have this external pressure coming in, so we have to draw that line, or we have to give the deadline to ourselves. Now it's up to you how you put and what kind of deadline you put to each of those tasks that you have listed out there. Now let's do a practical exercise. Okay, let's do an audit. It's called as 0 or 100 audit. So what you need to do, you need to make 2 columns. On one side, write 0%. Write down every goal, every project, everything that you are working on, every initiative which are in progress state, whether it's professional, personal, does not matter. Now you decide in which of these columns does it fall. Does it fall on the 0% column or in the 100% column? Now, this is a decision-making point. For each of those tasks that you have written, if the tasks that has a deadline, you are going to put it in the 100% column. Why? Because you have a deadline to it, you know you are going to complete within this timeline, so you will get it 100% done. But if the tasks which does not have a timeline, simply kill it, simply remove it. That is not worth your time, energy, or whatever it is, and you have just kept it there for what reason? you know, right? Because if you're not working on it, then what's the point of even keeping it in progress state? Because there is no middle state. There is either you do it or you do not do it. This also helps psychologically because when you remove the tasks which does not have a deadline, it actually frees up your mental space. It's like a declutter that you are doing. And the tasks which have a deadline, then you know that, okay, if by this deadline I have to complete this task, then I have to take this one first, because you are giving a timeline, right? So some timeline would be before, some timeline would be later, and then you can decide accordingly how you're going to implement it. Do the audit today, right now, not tomorrow, not next week, not in the next weekend, right now, because only when you do it, things would be clear in front of you and you will know what to do and what not to do. Now, for the 100% column, of course, you're going to write, this is going to be done by this date. Now, for people who are extra conscious, or I would say extra sensitive and feel more guilty as to when they are not able to complete the task, this part is for them. If you want to do it, you can actually implement and see it. It just is a psychological thing. When you remove or kill any tasks in the 0% column, what you can say is, I remove this task because it's not serving any purpose, and I remove any guilt associated with it. You can tell it within yourself, because what is going to happen when you're freeing up that, you will feel light, no doubt. But at the same time, it might happen, this happens with majority of the people, they feel like, I could not complete it, I'm not good enough, or why could not I complete it, I should have done it before, and this and that, etc. So they go in a guilt phase unknowingly. So maybe you can try out this, because when you send that signal to your brain, it actually helps you release that space from within you. The world's most successful people are not the ones who are the smartest. They are simply the ones who take up certain things and they complete it, they finish it, and they know the trick. That is, whether it's a tiny task or a big task, it does not matter. Until and unless you get it done, it is not done. In progress does not mean anything. In progress does not have any value. Either you execute it or you remove it. It's as simple as that. Your in progress list, if you're not working on it, if it's not progressing, in progress is not progressing, it's not a sign of your ambition. It's a burden that is not letting you or letting your ambition reach the success. So what is going to be? Is it 0% or 100%? The choice is yours. So start doing it today, start implementing it, and let me know how it works. If you have still not read my book, which is 7 Steps from Shame to Being Back in the Game, it's there on Amazon. Go ahead, grab your copy today or gift it to someone, because it's a highly implementation book. And if you're new to this channel or you have been watching this, do share these videos with somebody who is definitely going to help, get help from these videos, and definitely like, share, subscribe, because that really helps us producing these kind of videos also for you. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon in the next video. Namaskaram.